The extreme weather that has bombarded California with deadly rain and wind has left neighborhoods underwater, downed trees, and caused mudslides. Here to discuss a new AM Best commentary on the flooding is Christopher Graham, Senior Industry Analyst at AM Best. And Chris, could you talk to us a little bit about what the state of the California flood market is, the private market, and has the recent flooding had any impact on that market?
Hi, John. Thank you for having me this morning. California has the largest share written by the private market of the states that have at least $100 million of total flood premium. Roughly 40% of California's flood premium is written by private markets. So what impact is this going to have on it? Well, it's an ongoing event. We don't know. What comes next? You mentioned mudslides here. This is another thing that's going to impact the private flood market. California's insurance commissioner, Ricardo Lara, has stated that he wants the primary homeowners policies to cover mudslides if the mudslide was caused by hills weakened by the fires over the past years. So this is going to take a long time to settle out what's flood, what's not, and then even at that, how many people actually have flood insurance. So the impact in that regard is still yet unknown.
The report notes opportunity in the private flood market. Talk to us about that.
So there's a lot of opportunity now for private flood insurers who are willing to take the risk. Now you have nationally, FHA loans can also now use a private flood policy. They don't have to depend on the federal flood program. You also have California, a unique situation with such a high median home value, that's over $650,000 per home, and the federal flood program offers limits up to $250,000. So even those that have a federal plan, they would benefit from buying an excess policy, which is another opportunity for the private flood writers.
What risks remain after the storms pass?
Locally in California, yes, they're getting a lot of rain now, but then when you get inland into the mountains, this is a snow event. And when the snow melts in the spring, it can bring more flooding. So again, this is still going to take some time to bear out what really happens in California with private flood insurance.
Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you for having me, John.
That was Christopher Graham, Senior Industry Analyst at AM Best. You can find the full report online at ambest.com. For AM Best TV, I'm John Weber.